Hi friends, I have an exercise I've been doing for quite a while now, and I've come up with it to help my writing and to expand my vocabulary. Essentially, what I do is I select 3 random words from the dictionary and I write a sentence for each word. And I just sort of play around with these words. Oftentimes I choose words that really speak to me. There's some kind of energy or rhythm to them that I enjoy, the sound of these words. Anyway, I select 3 random words, and today's 3 words are grim, compositor, and conflate. Grim, compositor, and conflate. So we're going to write a sentence for each one of these words and play around with it and just kind of let's see what we can come up with. This little exercise only takes 5 or 10 minutes of our day, but what I would suggest is if you are not familiar with these words, absolutely look up the definitions. I'll include the links to Merriam-Webster's website below. They also have a wonderful app where you can save words and come back to them later and use them in your own writing. But anyway, look up the definitions if you want to be, if you want better clarity on these words. Let's start out with grim. Let's create a sentence for grim. They prepared for the worst when they saw the surgeon's grim expression. Okay, the surgeon's coming out. We assume they have a family member or a friend that is being operated on, and the surgeon has a grim expression, so it doesn't sound good. But look up grim for the precise definition and play around with that word. I'm sure you already know what grim means, but it's a fun word that's short, and you know, it's really fun to play with characters and how they're expressing themselves within your story if you write fiction. Okay, let's move on to compositor. The compositor spent all night setting the type for the magazine's next edition. The compositor spent all night setting the type for the magazine's next edition. Okay, so if this person's setting the type, we know essentially they're a typesetter, something I used to be many years ago. So compositor and typesetter, you can kind of get the idea that those are one of the same. But look up compositor using the link below, and just so you can get the exact definition from Merriam-Webster's website, and you can play around with that word. It may not be that exciting to you. I enjoyed typesetting when I did it. But anyway, let's move on to conflate. Troubles in their marriage amassed, conflated by the husband's debt and the wife's gambling. Wow, these 2 characters don't sound like they're very good for one another or each other, or for themselves rather. Troubles in their marriage amassed, conflated by the husband's debt and the wife's gambling. Wow, okay, so conflated, you could kind of, since there are two troubled areas that they're struggling with, you could imagine conflated would mean combined or something of that nature. But look up conflate, the definition using the link below, and come up with a sentence, and see, you know, just play around with actually all 3 words, grim, compositor, and conflate. And if you'd like to share them in the comments below, please do. I'd love to read what you've come up with. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Happy writing, and I'll see you in the next one.